Oh my god. I'm kind of breaking out a lot right now, which is really not fun, and I'm really trying not to care about it. I feel like I go through waves of like feeling really insecure about breaking out and having blemishes, and then just like also not really caring and just being like, you know what, like I'm a human, you know, everybody breaks out sometimes, like it's really fine. I think it's also hard because like I do have pretty clear skin, like genetically my family like has pretty clear skin, so we don't really break out that much thanks to my mom's side. So when I like do break out, like I don't know, I'll usually always have like 1 or 2 spots on my face, but I kind of have like a lot going on. Also, I feel like whenever people say like, oh my god, I'm breaking out so much right now, somebody's like, oh, you think that's a lot? You think you're breaking out a lot? You just see my face. And it's like, oh my fucking god, dude. Like, can people, like, people just aren't allowed to complain about anything. It's currently Saturday. I ended yesterday's vlog yesterday. Well, I ended this week's vlog yesterday, and I thought that I would do 2 separate ones because I felt like, I don't know, firstly there wasn't a lot of good footage from this week, from a lot of like normal like vlog stuff, but I did want to share some things of like my room change and music stuff. This next week, I am really trying to implement self-care stuff. We're gonna get a little personal, a little emotional. I'm gonna start my period soon, and it really beats me up, like, really badly. I just, like, I get really sensitive and really emotional, and not even in, like, a, necessarily, like, a, oh, I'm gonna watch, like, a movie and cry about it because it's just so emotional to me. I mean, like, that can definitely be the case, but more in terms of, like, sensory sensitivity. Like, I get really sensitive to, like, sensory stuff, and then like with that my emotions just like flop all around. Like, it's really easy to make me upset, but at the same time it's really easy to make me like happier. And that's the same thing with sensory stuff. Like, it's really easy to make me like feel really overwhelmed, but then if I just like, you know, kind of cover all the sensory bases like even a little bit, like I feel a lot better already. So my goal for this week, because I'm going to start my period soon, my goal for the next couple of days is to really try to implement a lot of like self-care stuff and make it like easier. I'm gonna like clean up my room and make sure everything's organized, make sure like I have everything that I need, make sure I'm really listening to my body and taking care of my body. I'm gonna keep on track with my routine and my eating habits, like make sure that I'm really taking care of myself and taking care of my body, and just like, yeah. I thought, you know, maybe if somebody's watching this and you're going through a rough patch and you're feeling burnt out in whatever way, or just not your best in whatever way, whether you're artistic or not, I thought we could just try and, you know, prepare ourselves for not feeling great and try to feel better together. I have a really bad problem with laundry. It just takes me forever to like put it away. Like putting it in the wash and then moving it to the dryer, and even taking it out of the dryer, although that is sometimes the biggest struggle. Like, I just actually putting the laundry away is so hard for me, and I don't know why. Genuinely, I put this in the wash last Monday. It's been almost a full week, and I just got the rest of it from the dryer. It was literally on top of the dryer because it had been sitting there for almost a week. Haul time. Okay. This all needs to get washed still, but first of all, my mom got an underwear pack and it came with matching scrunchies. So she gave those to me. I got this yellow skirt. Pretty cute. It's kind of see-through. The underwear that I was wearing was like navy blue, and I had like tried it on really quick and showed my mom, and she was like, well, you need some white underwear, and I was like, oh, okay. Sarah and I got these like nicer, it's dirty because it's been on my floor for 4 days, but these like nicer like face towels to wash our faces with instead of my like rags. I got these like workout shorts to do my yoga and walk my dog. Pretty nice. I got these pants that are a bit long and like really baggy on me, but like the waistband fits. So we'll see. Sarah says that we can make something with it. So I really like the color though. I got these sweat shorts that are like really soft inside. I got this top that I actually like really like. I tried all this on briefly. Isn't this so cute? Like, for my comforter in the last video, I got this big squishy from Daiso. Most of the stuff I got from Burlington, and the face towels I got from Target. So cute. Was that it? I think that might have been it. Oh, I got some makeup stuff that I can show. I got this Ulta Beauty Fiber Brow Tint, this brow gel, and the ColourPop Flexitarian highlighter. I used the like Nikkie Tutorials and something highlighter because I got it in a makeup bag like fucking years ago, and this is the state of it. So I'm like, okay, clearly need a new highlighter, and this shit is expensive. It's the Ofra and Nikkie Tutorials highlighter in Everglow, which I really liked it. I don't know anything about Nikkie Tutorials, but I just got it in like a makeup bag, like it was like from that subscription. And it was a really nice highlighter, but I'm gonna try out the ColourPop now. Also, I forgot to tell you the eyebrow gel that I had used before. I'm now trying the Ulta one. I used the ColourPop brow gel. I think it's just like called like a brow gel. Which I really like this. The only problem is that it runs out really quickly, I noticed. Like, I just had to get it more frequently, and I don't know, like, that's a lot of money to spend over a very short period of time. Like, it... She asked if she could drink, you didn't. She asked if she could smoke some weed, you didn't. She asked if I needed my headphones, you just shook your head. She asked if I was okay, and you ignored my text. She She asked if I needed a ride and didn't make me feel. Okay, I've put away like all of my clothes. I have some like sheets and bedding that's piled up here that I need to put away. But all my clothes have been put away, and all my dirty clothes have been put in the hamper. Well, actually, they're still in the bag, but I'm going to put them in the hamper. I do feel a lot better, but I do feel really tired, so I think I'm going to drink some water and just kind of like chill out. Whenever I'm like going with like productivity, whether it be like working or like cleaning my room or school or anything like that, like, and I don't really like take a minute to breathe like consistently in between, I just get very anxious. Like I get very like shaky and like spacey, and it's really not good for me. So it's a lot better for me to like take like shorter consistent breaks throughout the day. So I'm gonna take a break right now. I shouldn't try to impress you, Lord knows it's true. 'Cause every time I try to, the mask gets overlooked, and you'll see I'm overcompensating me. You just don't get it. I wish I could be the girl you wanted me to be, standing there flowing in the breeze, but I can't. I just can't choose these things. I wish I could dress the way I want to without being told that's not how girls are supposed to wear their clothes, but you'll still tell me that every day. I'm just trying to live and feel okay. I'm working on a bridge or like outro for it, so this is what I'm thinking. I know I should be more prideful about who I am, but that's so hard to do when it feels like nobody listens. I wish I could have known that it was okay to feel outside the lines, but I can't. I wish I could be the girl I wanted me to be, standing there flowing in the breeze, but I can't. I just can't choose these things. I wish I could feel like, I wish I could make myself feel okay with being outside the lines, but I can't. I haven't gotten there yet. I'm gonna try it all the way through from the beginning. From the top. There's an airport pretty close to my house, and so every once in a while a plane will fly like really close to my house, and it'll make me really, like right now. That sounds so fucking close, and I'm getting so anxious that it's just gonna like fucking crash on me. I'm really trying not to sink into a depression hole right now, because I could very easily sink into a depression hole right now. I thought I would share some tips on what I like to do the weeks that I am just not feeling the best.
specifically the weeks, because I feel like with days it's a lot easier for me to be like, okay, like this just isn't my day, you know, I'm gonna just not have the best day and that's fine, you know what I mean? But when it comes to not feeling good for like a week straight or a couple of days straight, it feels a lot harder for me to just like, I don't know, like you can't really write off a whole week, you know, it's just not realistic. So I'm gonna get ready a bit, do a little bit of makeup. Even if I'm not planning on like looking at myself the whole day, I still like to get ready a bit just to like feel more productive, feel a bit better about myself, and it like helps me be put into the mood of like, okay, we're not just gonna lay in bed, like we got ready a little bit, so let's actually do something about this. I think of it similarly to when people are like, oh, I'm going to change my clothes, even if it's just into another pair of pajamas to feel like I'm doing something and like get out of that headspace of I'm just gonna lay in bed all day. I also feel like, especially with depression, like even if you just get one thing done and that's doing your makeup or getting dressed or something, that can still make you feel like, okay, like I can do things today, or I just did something, you know. I still don't feel great. I think the other thing that's hard to remember is that you're not just gonna like feel the best after you do one thing. Like, and I feel like that's kind of the main difference between like depression days and depression weeks, is because like with depression days, like you could potentially like do one thing and like feel like 90% better. But when you're going through like a depression week, for whatever reason it is, like you're gonna do that one thing and then feel like maybe a little bit better, but not like fully better, and you have to keep up that motivation throughout the days, because then at the end of it you're gonna feel better, if that makes sense. This is also when my notebook comes in handy a lot, because I can write down the things that I need to get done today. For example, I have homework due today, and I have to do the dishes today. Those are like must-do things today. But in terms of like cleaning my room and cleaning the bathroom and working on music, like all of that I technically could do tomorrow. I just would rather not. I am indeed wearing a like Sherpa coat with my fan on right in front of me. I don't want to look at myself. It's not even that I necessarily like feel poorly about myself, it is just like I don't want to be reminded that people can perceive me in any way. Or that I can perceive myself in any way. Like, I don't want to be perceived. It's not even that I necessarily feel like insecure or poorly about myself. I just, the idea that I am being perceived makes me uncomfortable. I made popcorn. I got my book delivered. I Killed Zoe Spanos. It's Zoe Spanos. Yeah. Anyway, got this book. I'm really excited to read it. I'll definitely start this today. I think I'm done with my essay. I'm gonna like hold on to it for a little bit today, just to like let it really like marinate in my brain on how I feel about it. I feel like I like finished it when I was just like dead brained, so I know I shouldn't be surprised. I just wish I didn't spend so long with you in my life. I'm just trying to feel okay. You never made me feel very safe. You didn't do what I
for food. You didn't, she asked if she was rude. You didn't, she asked if I was comfortable. You just closed the door.
It's okay. I am a mess. Oh, let me get them. That looks really good. So funny. Hello everyone. I thought I would give a little update. It's been a couple days. Well, it's been a couple of days since I've like really filmed anything. It's currently Friday. It is the morning, that is why I look like this, but we're all human here. Monday was not the best at all. We're just gonna be really transparent right now because I think that'll help me. Monday, are recharge days for me where I just like completely rest. Wasn't able to do that on Monday, which just really knocked me onto my ass. I'm still trying to figure out why this happens, but I realized that there's this like headspace that I have to get into on recharge days. It's typically really easy for me to, because like it's just not like I don't know if it's masking or not that I just do every other day, but with recharge days it's like, okay, like with lack of better words, like capitalism brain has turned off. It's off. We are in rest mode. We are in home mode. We are just doing what's right for us. We're not worrying about anything else. Like we are just fully intertwined with our body. Like we're not focused on doing anything else. But on Monday that just like didn't happen. Like I was just still so go, and like it was really hard, and I knew the whole day I was like, I'm not resting, I'm not recharging. Like I don't know why it was so, I'm still trying to figure this out, like why it was so hard for me to get into that headspace of like just rest and recharge, but it was, and I just never did it. I never recharged that day. And I know for a lot of people, like I don't know who's gonna be watching this,
I try to not really check the views too much because I don't post these for other people, but if there are people who are watching this who are not neurodivergent or autistic or don't struggle with mental health, like, I know it's gonna be really hard to understand what that is, you know? It's like, just rest, you know, just relax, read a book, whatever, go outside. Like, it's really hard sometimes. That was just really disappointing. Like, I count on those days really, like, a lot. I count on those days a lot. I don't know if I had like a meltdown that night or if it was just like an anxiety attack or what, but I had broken down. Sometimes it's hard for me to tell the difference between the two when it comes to stuff that's like I was feeling sensory overload because I wasn't able to recharge, but at the same time I was also feeling anxious because like I was feeling anxious that this week was just going to be really, really hard for me because I wasn't able to recharge. So I don't know if it was like a mixture of the both. All I know is that I had a breakdown, and yeah. Something that's really important to understand is that, like, especially with these videos for other people watching this that isn't me and my girlfriend, like, I don't know everything, and a lot of the reason why I'm making these videos is so that, like, I can learn from it and that I can go back to it and see where I've grown and try to understand myself better. So I still personally have a hard time differentiating meltdowns and anxiety attacks for me. My mom came in because she asked if I needed something from the grocery store. Anyway, I went to Sarah's that night, and I stayed until yesterday. I had a really good time at Sarah's. We were playing house, because her parents were working all day, so we had, like, the house to ourselves and could kind of see what it would be like when we lived together, and we both, like, have an off day and everything, so that was really good.